Hey guys, what's up? Itayo is my name. I'm very excited to be doing this. I'm going to be talking about applying for the UK Global Talent Visa. How do you apply? How do you get it? You how do you also ensure that you are qualified for that opportunity? I have helped about 50 people do the same thing. My journey in this space started in 2020. If you understand the Nigerian space, you would understand that 2020 was quite a very, very strategic year. And that was the year I made up my mind that I was moving into the UK, that I wanted to access more global opportunities for myself and my family. Right. So let's talk about applying for the UK Global Talent Visa. But before I move into this, remember, guys, that this is a project I started not because we are immigration lawyers, not because we are really, really immigration experts, but because we understand the tech space, we understand the talent space, and we've consulted, we've helped, a few people also achieve the mission, which is the mission of relocation, mission of moving into the UK and other spaces, right? And one of the things I need to say here is this: if you are in tech, the UK is not the only opportunity available to you. The US is there through the US O1 visa. The Australian visa is there. The German, freelance visa is there. The Estonia e-residency visa is there. The Portugal D7 visa is there. There's so many tech visas that are out there for you if you really want to move, abroad and you want to settle abroad. You want to get this opportunity. These opportunities are available, for you. So our job at Relocate is to make, relocation and migration easy for those that are in the tech space. And that's why we are doing this video. So let's talk about eligibility. Who can apply for this opportunity? Technical talent. If you're a data scientist, you are a software engineer, you're a programmer, you're a cloud engineer, you are a cybersecurity engineer, you write codes, right? You are a technical talent, you can apply. If you have built a technology product, right, and you have commercialized that product, you can also apply if you're a tech entrepreneur. If you are quite very early in the tech space, you are emerging, you are evolving, you're not there yet. You've got about 2 to 3 years experience. We call you promise. You can apply, right? You can apply. There's a special category for younger people, promise. We call it exceptional promise. You can also apply. The last one, which is the part that I'm super excited about, is those who are on the non-technical side of the technology industry. You are a venture capitalist, an angel investor. You are a business analyst, a product manager, product designer, digital marketer, product marketer, right? You are in the non-technical side of the tech industry. As long as you can prove that you work in the digital technology space, you can apply. So it looks to me like everyone who works in the digital technology space can actually apply for this opportunity. Now, let's talk about what this visa offers. This visa does not focus on a certain type of background. It's not asking you to go and get a PhD. It doesn't focus on a certain type of skill or some type of achievement. It is based on your personal achievement, your unique background, your unique story, what is specific and unique to your own, achievement. That's it. That's it. I've seen a lot of people with different stories, different backgrounds that are applying for this visa and they're getting it. If you are an employee, you can apply. It's not just for founders, not just for entrepreneurs. If you're an employee, you're a founder, you can apply. You can also apply, I've mentioned it, you can apply if you're coming from the technical side of tech, right? Or the business side of tech, you can also apply. There are 2 categories here, right? Exceptional talent. For those who have got like years of experience above 5, exceptional promise for those that have got 2 years or below, 2 to 3 years below, right? And another thing about this industry is about this visa is that it's for every tech subsector, fintech, edtech, AI, games, cybersecurity, e-commerce, any part of tech, is welcome here. So why shouldn't you also apply for this visa? So let's talk about what this visa offers you in terms of opportunities. Because I know people ask me that a lot. Like, what does this visa give you? Number one thing is this: once you are endorsed, you can get up to 5-year visa. guaranteed, granted from the beginning, once you are endorsed. The second thing is that this visa you can extend as many times as you need it. You can extend as many times as you need it. The visa is highly flexible. As at the time that I'm doing this video, I am in Nigeria. I just left the UK 3 weeks ago. I'm leaving Nigeria, moving to the US. And I'm going to be in the US for three months, raising money. Right. So this visa is flexible. You're not tied to a specific job. You're not tied to a specific location. You're not tied to a specific company. You are flexible. Right. This visa is very flexible. You can move around. You don't have to live in any specific location in the UK. When I got my visa, I was in Edinburgh. I left Edinburgh, moved to London. From London, moved to Reading. Right. So if the visa is very flexible, you can move anywhere, you can live anywhere, you can be anything you want to be, as long as you're documenting. That's very critical. As long as you're documenting the things that you're doing at the right time, so that by the time you are applying for the indefinite leave to remain, ILR, you know where you were at a certain time, you know the job you were doing at a certain time, you paid your taxes, you paid all the dues that you're supposed to pay, you're not owing the government, you're not, going against some certain regulation, for this visa, you can be anything you want to be in the UK. Your family can also join you, right? Your kids can join you, your wife can join you, your husband can join you. The interesting thing is that your spouse gets exactly what you get. So if you get up to 5 years, your spouse gets up to 5 years. If you get up to 5 years, your kids get up to 5 years. And that's the beauty of this visa. You can travel abroad and return back to the UK anytime. Technation, this visa can lead to a permanent residency, a permanent residence in the UK. Right. If you get endorsed as an exceptional talent, 3 years, you get your ILR. Terms and conditions apply. If you get endorsed as the promise, 5 years in the UK, you get endorsed, you get your ILR. And there's no limit to the number of visas that are available. Hundreds of people are applying and they're getting this visa per day. So what next? I'll talk about what next, but let me just quickly, move to those points. Let's talk about the procedure. What's the procedure here? What's the process? What's the process? Very easy. Number one is this: go to, when you're ready to apply, the first thing you need to do is to apply for your endorsement. You will be endorsed by TechNation. So you are applying for endorsement to TechNation, which is the endorsing body as at the time I'm doing this video. TechNation is the endorsing body. You apply for endorsement, right? But when you want to apply for endorsement, you apply on the gov.uk website. That means you go to the gov.uk website, you apply for endorsement, you submit all the endorsement requirements, that's all the documents that you need to submit. TechNation review your endorsement. Usually, it takes about 8 weeks. That's what is on their website. From my experience, I've seen the maximum I've seen is about 4 weeks, 1 month. So you submit an application for endorsement to TechNation. TechNation reviews it, sends it to the UK government. UK government comes to you, the Home Office comes to you and say, hey, you have been endorsed. Go and apply for your visa. That means there are 2 different processes or 2 different stages. The first stage is the stage that you apply for endorsement, you get your endorsement. The second stage is the stage that you apply for the visa, you get the visa. Now, let me say this. Once you have gotten your endorsement, getting the visa, it's almost 99.9%. I've never seen anyone who got endorsed who did not get the visa. So think about it from that perspective. Now, one other thing I want to mention is this: once you have your endorsement, you don't have to submit any other thing. There's no need for proof of funds. There's no need for, travel tickets. You don't have to submit anything. Like literally, you just have to submit your passport. If you're applying from Nigeria, your tuberculosis test, and a bunch of different evidence like I don't even know what we submitted, like nothing, like your passport and your endorsement. The endorsement is the most important thing, right? You don't have to show that you've got money in the account. You don't have to show that you know anyone in the UK. You don't have to get any invitation from anyone, nothing. Your endorsement covers everything. Does that make sense? Now, let's help you. This is where we come in, right? People come to us and say, hey, Techlocate guys, can you guys help us? Can you guys help me, get this endorsement? We are not immigration lawyers. We're not immigration experts. We are narrowly focused on tech visas and helping consulting for people that really want to apply and want to get this thing. And we've done it for 50 people and above, thereabout, for the UK Global Talent Visa. So how do we help you? We've got two different packages. We've got a standard package. Our standard package gives you a 3-hour guide. Now, that guide is a package. You get access to reference letter template, personal statement template, access to documentation template, the models that you need to organize your document, templates on your resume, how you should structure your LinkedIn, and we'll do 4 reviews for you. Right? 4 reviews for you, and you go submit. The second one is our premium package. For our premium package, you will get access to 2 consultants. We'll do weekly sessions with you where we are reviewing the documents. We approach your documentation per week, saying, this week we're getting all your recommendation letters. This week we're getting all these. This week we're getting all this. We get templates for all the documentation. We consult for you on how to write your personal statement. We draft your letters of recommendation. We organize all your documents. We organize your resume. We'll draft it for you. Your LinkedIn, yada, yada, yada. Everything has to be organized for you. And all you get is just a package of everything that you need to go submit, and you go submit and you get your endorsement. And that's how we help for our premium package. Now what we're doing here is quite very essential. We're helping you to access all the type of visas that are available out there. And that's our mission at Techlocate. As long as you're in the tech space, we want you to become a global citizen. Remember to reach out to us at techlocate@utiva.io or go to our website, www.techlocate.io. There's a mistake there. We're always here to help you. Have a beautiful time, guys. Remember to reach out. Cheers.